Alright, so welcome back to our Wagadu Chronicle. We are on to our fourth character here, Berete, the King of Ghana. So I'm in my full screen barbershop here. I just wanted to get a good look at Berete up close. Personally, I think he is a doppelganger for Anthony Davis, the NBA star there. I think they look so much alike, but let me know in the comments if you agree. I do love his crown there. I just love how it's got those sort of hanging beads. It's very Eastern Orthodox, kind of like the Byzantine emperor. Perhaps someday someone from our dynasty will become an emperor. Um, but yeah, let's take a look at Berete's traits here. So his education trait is a gray eminence. He is a great diplomat here. He's also just, which, ties into diplomacy, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. He is callous, though, which I think is more of a family trait, I would say. We've had some cold-hearted rulers so far. And then he's also impatient. And lastly, he's got a physical trait. He is homely. So he's not very attractive, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really notice that he looked odd or anything. I think like he's got some exaggerated features maybe, but I tend to find all of the Crusader Kings characters are a little bit exaggerated. It's just kind of part of the art style, and I think that's what makes them fun characters. So I'm not sure about homely. Like I said, I think he looks like Anthony Davis to me. I'm not calling anybody homely there. But I guess we'll say that that's kind of what other people perceive him to be there. So I think that taken all together, I think of Berete as a guy who is frustrated by the what he perceives as a lack of respect. I think if we think about the fact that he is a just diplomat, and also considering our culture here, Senike, if we take a look at that, our culture is courtly. That's just kind of a pillar of our culture here. We are courtly. We're really about the ceremony of court life and social behavior and everyone having their place in society. So, Berete is someone who really leans into that because of his traits here, being a just diplomat. And of course, when it comes to sort of his place in society, he is a king. So he's used to being at the top of the food chain here, and that's not new to him. Like his ancestors were kings as well. He comes from a long line of kings. He's the firstborn son of a king, going all the way back to Sakura, our original character. So I think he feels that, people are not respecting him and his place in society. They're not respecting his family's place in society. If we think about, you know, our house here, House Sakura, has been rulers over Ghana for many generations here. There was a bit of conflict with the death of Akoi, our grandfather. Our father Bayu was the eldest son and would have normally inherited, everything the light touches there from his father, but instead the realm actually split up into these other kingdoms, and we have our uncles here, claiming that they are equal to our father Bayu, where, I think Berete would kind of see it like, are they equal though? Like they are, lesser sons of Akoi here, so how can they be claiming that they're on equal footing to Bayou here? I don't think he would recognize, I don't think Berete rather would recognize the authority of these kings over in Jenne and Mali, given, you know, his place in the family hierarchy there. And as well, of course, Bayou, his life's work was being a, you know, master scholar and codifying and organizing our faith, you know, bringing us out of the more tribalistic kind of traditions and focusing more on a organized religion that can compete with our enemies here to the north. So, you know, it's a pretty impressive achievement what Bayou did, but at the same time, if we look at the adoption of his new religion, it's very minimal. Like outside of our immediate realm, you know, most of our vassals to the south and certainly our uncles just completely do not recognize the new religion here, which is the glowing one there. So certainly Berete is all in on his father's proclamation, but I think he's pretty angry. Like, how can, you know, the king made a proclamation here and pretty much everyone outside of our immediate court ignored it, which is not, you know, that's not justice. That's not the social order that people should be following. So then we have, you know, the impatient trait where he's just like, this is all messed up and wrong. Like, people gotta get with the program right now and start respecting my authority as king. And of course, we're pretty callous about it, you know. We don't really care about your feelings and your opinions. Like, we are the king, and you need to deal with that. You need to respect our authority. So, yeah, hopefully that wasn't too long of an explanation, but that's kind of how I see Berete. And of course, he's got this homely trait, so maybe people kind of talk about him behind his back, and he probably doesn't see that as just or diplomatic either, especially people talking behind the back of a king. And yeah, look at his expression there too. I think what's that signature look of superiority there? I would say he definitely has that look. He's carrying himself as a very grand kind of person there. So yeah, that's kind of the conflict that he's dealing with and how I'm gonna play him. I don't think we're gonna have very good relations with our family members here. I know, you know, Mali was our father's beloved brother there. They were on good terms, but Tori is not on good terms with me, so perhaps we'll leave him be for now a little bit. He is quite strong, so we'll have to see what happens with him. I can see us kind of being a little more lenient to him based on our father's, you know, history and sort of wishing he could have had a better relationship with Tori. But definitely we've got our uncle over in Jenne here who is just, he is just not suitable as a ruler, because, you know, we are just, and this guy is just breaking all of the rules. Like, he's incestuous. He was denounced by our father. Our father chose not to attack him, but basically used our authority as king to say, you know, this is not a good guy. And as a result, he's pretty bummed out. Sakura, the second or third there, I forget how many Sakuras we had, but yeah, he's a little sad that his family doesn't think highly of him, but I would say for good reason. He is also a torturer. So absolutely someone who is not a good person in our eyes. Other than that, probably going to focus on continuing to convert our vassals. As I said, you know, it was our father's proclamation, and we need to carry out the rules of our realm as set by our father. So we'll work on that. We do have a bit of family conflict here because our son and heir, Barama here, follows the old ways there. He did not convert to the new religion. He is a zealot of the old ways there. And I think that's actually really interesting because he's also a steward. He's trained as a steward. He's pretty good at it. If we think of if we go look at our culture here, we are, like, our traditions of our culture, I guess is the word, is to be city builders, to be caravaneers. So we are very good at building in the desert. That's really sort of the ancient history of our people. So I can kind of see our son here, rejecting the new order of his grandfather and us, Berete. He's like, what is up with you guys being, um, zealots here and warmongers? Like, this is not the history of our people. We are meant to be, traders and builders, and we're open-minded people. So, I don't know, very interesting conflict between, following the old ways here, someone who believes in the old ways of our people, and us, the king, and this is our heir as well. So we'll see what happens there, whether we do let Brahma inherit at all, or maybe we'll have other children. We are going to marry this lady. I believe I set this up to have a vassal alliance there, but I don't know that we're gonna get along with her, since she is also a follower of the old ways and a zealot. So, I don't know, I guess we could let that marriage go through and maybe get some concubines that we jive with a little bit better, but yeah, that's kind of where it stands for us right now. So, yeah, let's keep it going and see what happens. I'm interested to see if we have an opening to maybe go against Jenne here. We'll see what happens to Mali. Like, Tori is getting older. His son is kind of similar to our own heir, but probably not necessarily a strong king. So we'll have to see what happens and what opportunities come to us. But we're definitely going to focus on carrying out our father's new religion and getting more people converted, because to us that is just the right thing to do, the right social order, I guess. Everyone follow the new religion. So we talked about getting respect. Let's make a family epic here, or commission an epic. We'll get some prestige out of that. We can hire someone here to help us write our epic. And I think we'll take this guy, Dagnoko, since he has the journaler trait. So, yeah, he's got very high learning. Hopefully, he will be a great writer for us. So, yeah, our family epic is going well. Our writer here wants to know the focus of our story. So, it can be about me, my family, or I guess we'll gain piety if we tell the truth there. So I'm definitely going to go family. I want this to be about my family. Since we talked about people not respecting my dad. So, oh, this guy just left my court. The writer just left my court. Okay, I guess he didn't like that focus maybe. So our chancellor here wants to include something about a mountain in our story. So I can do that, or I guess I can share that with my vassals, or get it done sooner. I think if I share it, I will get prestige and some extra artifact, it looks like. I'm not sure about that one, but I chose that option. Let's see what we get. So we've got an illuminator that we can hire. Absolutely, I'm gonna do that because I have a lot of money here. And we can get it done right now, or as long as it takes. Of course, we are impatient there, so let's just get it done. And look at that! We did it! An excellent epic! A glorious poem. The Tankara Romance. We received prestige and renown. Alright. Yeah, definitely people will remember us fondly now. Look at that. There's our artifact. A famed trinket. Extra prestige and vassal opinion. Absolutely exactly what we wanted there. So that's so cool. I love that that is you know, an artifact that we can literally look at. It doesn't have a history though. That's a little bit odd, but I guess we'll know. We'll know that Berete was the benefactor there. And oh, my uncle. Greetings, nephew. May your years be short and miserable. Yeah, a raid for captives war. Mali is declaring war. That's so interesting because obviously they are of the old faith, and that's part of their faith, but not mine. The raid for captives. But we've been blessed with twins on the eve of this war here. We have been blessed with twin children, which according to our religion is a blessing. So that's interesting. I think that we would see that as like a sign, right? Since we've been given these twins on the eve of what is essentially a holy war. A war of the old faith and the new here. Yeah, I always try to give my twins similar names, so Kea and Caddy there. And let's choose a legacy here. I think I'm gonna go, now that we've got our, you know, holy twins there, I think I might do ordained rulership. I think, you know, the twins being born on the eve of this war kind of shows that we are the true faith here. We are the rightful rulers and the rightful faith. So let's do that. Ordained rulership. Cool. Okay, so let's march our armies down towards Mali. Maybe we can catch these guys here. We have a much larger army, so it should be should make quick work of them. Yeah, we don't have good modifiers, but we're still beating them easily there. So our first battle has been a success. We lost... Oh, my uncle died. My uncle, the Prince Musa there died. Okay. And so Jenne actually joined in on this war. I don't know if you saw that, but Jenne joined in, my other uncles. So both my uncles are teaming up on me in this war. So I just headed over to Jenne there. Since their capital is right there, I'm hoping I can take their capital and make short work of this war. Mali is sieging down in Messina over there, but hopefully I can get this done before they take too much land from me. Got 6 months in that siege, and my other army is going to head up to the capital there. And that will be a much shorter siege, 4 months. Okay, both sieges are down to 4 months, so yeah. Let's finish this up, and then, oh, we've got Mali is attacking our capital, sieging our capital. So we cannot let that happen. So we've got one siege done. Let's bring the army back here. And we'll just finish off taking the capital. My uncle dares to claim himself as our dynasty head. He's very certain that he will succeed here. We took Jenne's capital, but it didn't really do anything for our war score there. I don't know, maybe I don't get how these wars work, because it is a weird one. It's a raid for captive war. But yeah, we're definitely going to need some additional forces here to fight Mali back home. So I'm going to grab some pikemen and some horses. Since we are fighting on the plains here, and I think they've got a good amount of horses as well, which kind of works like rock, paper, scissors, like pikemen beat horses, horsemen beat like archers, and I don't know, there's different offsetting troop variables there, so
hopefully this will help us out. We've got our best general in charge there. And heading into Raniaga. I thought that was Kaniaga, but it's Raniaga. But look at those modifiers. Plus 14, plus 20. We are absolutely slaughtering them there. And look at those pikemen are really helping us out. Very bright green there. So, yeah, that was a resounding success. We did lose one of our mercs there, I think. Yeah, now heading down in our southern, or I guess our northern tip there to fight again. Not as good modifiers as before, but definitely still making quick work of this army. Somebody got maimed in their forces there. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be... Oh, look at that. I was gonna say, I think we're gonna win. And we did there. So our other uncle is demanding an artifact. No, thank you. No, you're not a king. You don't get an artifact. Yeah, enforced demands. We got prestige out of that. So, again, exactly where we want to be. Proving that we are the superior king here. And I noticed that we've actually got the heir of Jenne, in our dungeon here. I tried to convert them, but they're not going to accept that, and they're not going to accept any money. So let's see what we can do to capitalize on that with the heir of Jenne in our dungeon. We've got our mercs still hired from the captive war that we just won. So yeah, we're ripe for another war. Let's see what we can do here. Because I thought we would have a truce with Jenne, but it doesn't look like we do. We don't. I guess because Mali declared the Raid for Captives War, and we... or rather, Jenne was just an ally. Okay. So yeah, we can declare war for Jenne here, and we're already going to have, I think, a bump, because we've got the heir in our dungeon. They have more men than us, but I think one of their allies is my vassal. So yeah, let's do this. Well, let's take Jenne back. We already talked about how we don't respect our uncle here. He's not a good guy at all, and we've got the opportunity. So yeah, let's do it. I don't see us getting a bump on our war score, though, which I thought we would have. Let's see, let's fight a battle and see where we sit after that. Okay, so we made short work of that small army. They are coming back now, but there's not much they can do. Just days away from taking this land that we just took in the earlier war. This is pretty much deja vu here. But yeah, I think we're... Okay, there we go. We've got already 80% war score, 90%, and just 2 counties taken. So I think we did get a bump. I just had to wait for us to do something first. But there's no way it should be that high just from taking 2 counties there. And there we go. It's over. We are King of Ghana. We have asserted our claim there. Our uncle, certainly not someone worth being called a king. And wow, we're really just at war a lot here. We're being holy warred now for the entire kingdom of Ghana, which is not good since we've just expanded here. The Abduid Emirate there is attacking us. But we are fighting them right away, and their leader is leading forces there. Too bad we weren't able to capture him. Yeah, I think it's these guys over in Timbuktu that are attacking us. Maybe with some forces up north as well, but we can definitely siege this down quickly while they gather up north. Hopefully we can, you know, win before their forces even get here. We're about to take this capital here. Okay, so that already got us a good chunk of war score there. Let's head up north, and now we see them starting to come down. So I'm gonna pull back. I don't really want to fight them in the desert like that. And I want to make them march as far as they can and just tire them out and wait for them. I think we've got a nice oasis there in Kuga, so we can just sit in Kuga and wait for them there while they have to march through an entire desert. So, yeah, it's a little like Kingdom of Heaven again. We're just parked waiting for them to tire themselves out in the desert there. Hopefully we can rout them. But here they come. I think they've got low supply there, you can see. So that should help us out quite a bit. I don't think they're gonna come down. And I want to make use of that low supply, so let's just go after them now. We are well rested. Oh, maybe we have low supply too. I didn't think we did, but I thought we were nice and comfy in the oasis there, but that's okay. We'll wait for them to come to us now. Put my defender in charge. Let's see what happens. It's supposed to be a close fight. So let's see what happens. Yeah, we definitely don't have great modifiers. Looks like their pikemen and horses are doing a number on us, but we did have the bigger army, so I think that's what is going to save us here. Wow, we're losing a lot of men as well. We just lost the Duke of Jenne, one of our biggest vassals there. Yeah, we got a random secret that I don't care about. And we're gonna get into some trouble here since they've brought their ally down from the north. So I'm gonna make good use of the Holy Order here, the Watchers that my father Bayou set up. This is really perfect timing. We really needed the extra troops here, so yeah, let's bring those into the fight. I'm hoping that will be enough to turn the tide here. Oh, absolutely, look at that. Plus 30 modifier there. So, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Bayou. Thank you for making that Holy Order. We really needed that. We lost another Duke. All of our Dukes are dying in this Holy War here. And our mother died as well. That is just too bad there. Especially that guy was a blade master. Baranin there of Tagent. He did not follow the new faith. So perhaps, once again, we are given confirmation bias that those who have taken up our faith are living, and those that do not aren't making it through these wars. Yeah, it's pretty even match, those two guys, like, prowess. Look at Akoi, look at our main general there. 67 men, he's 50 years old with 30 prowess. What a beast. What a beast there. 100 men! 100 men he killed! Wow. Yeah. Okay, well, we've got some great warriors fighting for us, and some, not so great warriors, I guess. But, yeah, let's continue to press on here. I want to capitalize on the enemy fleeing now that we've beaten them. So let's keep up the pressure. I didn't select both troops there. My Chancellor wants me to give him Wagadu, my capital. No. What? This guy thinks he's so good at diplomacy, he can just, like, charm me into giving away my capital? No, dude. Nope. Wagadu belongs to me. Okay, so we're moments away in the siege here. I think this will put us to 100%. That was a close fight. We lost some good men, but I think, as I said, like, our zeal must only be getting stronger as we keep winning against these other faiths here. So we get some piety and prestige out of that. We are really racking up the prestige here. Yeah, so shortly after that, the leader of the Baccalids there passed away and left a little child in charge with very few very few armies and very few allies there. So let's take that off his hands there. Seems like a very high cost to declare war, but that's okay. We can handle it. I think to us this is the Duchy of Timbuktu, but these guys call it the Bacalid Emirate. I think I had my eye on that much earlier in the series when we were looking for land for all of our sons. So now we're finally gonna take it. So let's do it here. Let's get our armies in position. We have had another son. Our third son. Default name Bayou. I'm gonna name him after myself. Berete. Good stuff. So yeah, hopefully with all this land that we're taking here, we can give away some to our sons. I'm gonna make this siege go faster. There we go. We're already over 50% war score. Got this little army attacking us, so let's just deal with that. And we're almost there. Huge modifiers once again. McCoy is just a beast of a man here. Killing hundreds of men all on his own. And wow, I didn't expect that to finish off the war, but okay, we're having the day exaltation, of course. Of course. Our Hogan is a paragon of virtue, and we are victorious once again. Enforce demands here. And yeah, this land is now ours. Ghana expands once more. We are really having a lot of success. Oh, my daughter-in-law has been made a mayor. In the new lands that we conquered. She's married to my eldest son that we're not sure what to do with because he will not accept our faith. So maybe I will make him a duke. I can give him this land since his wife already holds land there. Let's see about that. I don't really know. I'll see how Kea turns out because I have a feeling if Kea turns out to be a good ruler, I might end up disinheriting my eldest son because I would much rather have my holy twin child that follows my faith be the king and not my eldest son that doesn't listen to me. So yeah, let's create this Duchy of Timbuktu. Let's do that. Let's give that to my son here. Maybe he'll have a grandson. He's also struggling to have children there, so this should help him out. Have his own house there, his own space. But, it wasn't letting me there. Let's see what's up with that. Let's try this again. I can't give him land that he doesn't stand to inherit. Okay. It doesn't like that he's the heir, I guess. So, okay, I think we'll just speed this up and disinherit him. We have the prestige, so sorry, kid, you're out of the will there. That works out. That's kind of what I wanted to do anyway, and then we'll make him a Duke of Timbuktu, so we're not really leaving him in the lurch. He's not going to be king, but he will hold a bunch of land there. And Kea is our new heir, and he is zealous, I think, the way he's positioned there. We'll give our son a concubine, too. We'll give him land and a new friend there, even though he will not be the king. Okay, so we've got Mali here. I was looking at Mali and I noticed that there's going to be a child king of Mali once our uncle passes away. He's had some tough luck and most of his sons have died. But I can recruit this kid to my court. So yeah, I'm going to absolutely do that and see if I can convert him to our faith. Absolutely give him to our paragon of religion there, our Hogan. Yeah, convert this kid to our faith, because that will bring Mali into the fold of our religion, and we've already taken care of Jenne, and oh, look at that! He's friends with Kea. Okay, so the heir to Mali is a friend of my son, Kea, and the future king of Ghana, and oh, my son that I disinherited has a Herculean child that he named after us. Oh my goodness, and we're exalting yet again here. Wow. Yeah, Kay is looking amazing. Ambitious and zealous. I think he'll make a great king. But, we have to worry about that Herculean kid. That's my my first grandson, I guess. We've got a lot of interesting characters here, and then we've got the young heir to Mali here, who is now the king. Just like that, this young man is now king of Mali. He is a friend to my son. I could claim his title and I could probably make an empire if I claim Mali there, but I don't really have anyone to ally him with right now. So I think, I am just. He's fighting a lot of wars right now. I'm gonna let this kid make his own decisions here. I think, yeah, like, I could join in here. Or I could just wait and see if he accepts our new faith, right? If he accepts our faith, I could find some daughter of mine to marry him and will be a staunch ally. Or else he will fall. Okay, so I'm going to leave off here, I think. I think this is a good cliffhanger to stop on. We've got young Mazare of Mali with a big decision to make. Whether he will accept the reformed Bedaic faith or not. Certainly his future hinges on that decision for us. I think we'll be okay either way. Obviously, it is pretty attractive to consider laying claim to Mali. I think that would give us probably a solid amount of the land required to create the empire of Mali, which would be cool. But we are role-playing here, so we have to consider that we are a just ruler, and this boy is friends with our son and future heir. So potentially, if he does accept the faith, there's the opportunity for an alliance there, and the two kingdoms to grow closer, and of course, spread our faith. So yeah, I'll leave it there and we'll see what happens next episode. I know it's been a bit of a wait for this episode. I'm sorry about that, but I appreciate all your comments and support. I know a lot of people have, responded positively to these videos, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much. Definitely a lot of players wanting to see some console content as well, so certainly I have that in mind too. But yeah, this is definitely not my day job, but even though it's extremely fun. So please, if you enjoy the content, please continue to like, subscribe, comment, etc. Just because it helps keep the new content coming. So yeah, thank you, and see you next episode.